Okay, well, Nancy, just want to welcome you here to Gleanings for the Hungry,
Thanks.
and I just think it's an honor and a privilege for us to be able to work with, Israel Food Outreach and all the work that you've been doing and just serving God's people. And I'm blessed that we are a part of it now. Just a little history about Gleanings and what we do is we are a food processing ministry, a Christian ministry. We send food all over the world to many different nations. Uh, we sun-dry fruit, which is what we're doing here this time of year. I guess if you look in the background of this video, you'll be able to see a little bit of that. Um, and we'll take fruit that's going to be thrown away for the most part, and with the help of volunteers from all over North America, and we go get it, we cut it up, we sun-dry it, and then we ship it all over the world. And this next load that we're going to be sending to Israel is fruit. So maybe that's some of that's laying out in the field out there, maybe what's going to be going to Israel. It's pretty exciting.
Yes.
And what we've given you in the past is dry dehydrated soup mix, which we make in most of the year round. We don't do it this time of year because of the workload that we have going on in the summer with the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
But the soup is a really important part of our ministry here, and I know, from what I understand, it's really blessed the people in Israel. And so,
Very much.
just like I said, I'm just grateful to be a part of what you're doing, and be able to support you in your ministry work there to reach the nations for Christ.
I also am so blessed in what God's doing, through you. You have just been amazing. You know how hard it's been, really, to get this off the ground, just with, the paperwork and the logistics of making it happen. I mean, this is incredible in itself, and I'm so blessed to have you on the team. Really, it's really been an honor and a blessing to, and in the beginning, we just flew by the seat of our pants. Really, we didn't know, we didn't tell anybody. We just had this container shipped, and now I see God fine-tuning everything. He wants us to do it by the rules and develop relationships with the authorities, and even down to the foreman of the warehouse who receives the container, and the distribution of it is amazing. He brought in a woman, Joe Kaplan, who has been instrumental in distributing from the time the soup gets released at the port, goes to the warehouse. She has a driver and a truck, and she herself has 30 centers throughout Israel that she distributes to, plus she distributes to the contacts that Dudley has made, outside of her contacts, separate. And in all, I think we have more than 60 organizations that are benefiting from the work here at Gleanings and the soup mix and the fruit. And she does all the delivering. She'll go wherever we ask her, and at no charge to us. Volunteers, her driver and her truck, and so it's just amazing. And more than that are the relationships to the Jewish people themselves. God using this as a tool to show His love for His people, and it's just a blessing all the way around to be involved in that.
It's funny, from somebody like me, and I'm sure a lot of people, we don't necessarily think of Israel and a lot of poverty and great needs over there, but there is quite a bit, isn't there?
There is quite a bit, and not only within the Israeli community, which includes Holocaust survivors and orphans and widows and victims of terror, but we also have many immigrants, Ethiopian people, Russian people, and now more recently the Sudanese. Lots of refugees coming from them, and everyone's benefiting from it. So.
Yeah, I was told at the beginning that even some of this food was making it to the Palestinians. Is that true?
It is true. We have not specified. The only requirement that we had was that the organization was already in place, already functioning as an outreach of some sort to the Israeli people. And they can't sell it, and they have to be already an organization ministering to the needs of the people. That's our only requirement. How and who they distribute it to is, And let's face it, you know, God loves the Arab people as
Sure,
much as He
absolutely.
loves us, and died
Absolutely.
for them as much as He did
Now,
for us. So it's
do the Palestinians, do they understand, recognize this is coming from Christians?
they do, and I don't know how many Muslims get it,
Hmm.
really, to tell you the truth, but I know that there are many Christian evangelicals and Roman Catholic Arabs that
Oh,
I
really?
myself
Okay.
have distributed barrels to. So I know that they're getting it. I'm not really sure about the Muslim community, and definitely the Christians and the, you know that it's coming from America, from Christians, and they know that they're also paying for it. You know, it doesn't. We've not paid a dime for
Uh-huh.
it. You know that.
Yes.
Just like, you know, all your time is volunteered, our time is volunteered, all this is volunteered, and that's, I think, amazes everyone, right down to the lawyer that we deal with for our tax exempt organization is just amazed. The man who owns the warehouse in Ashdod donated his time when he found out that all of this was donated. He said, it's a mitzvah for me. I want to donate. I don't want any money. And still to this day, 2 years later, he's not charged us anything. So but God is moving on the hearts of his people, you know, and using this to do it. So be
Yeah.
blessed in that. You
Isn't that
know.
amazing? You know,
Mhm.
people ask me all the time about Gleanings. How does this all work? I said, I don't know. I just know that it does,
Yeah.
because God's at the center of it.
Yes,
Just
that's-
like with what you're doing
That's
there.
right.
You know?
You know, and Raven always says that. Just suit up and show up, and
Yeah.
God will do the rest. And
Yeah.
it's true. He does it all. Of course, I couldn't do any of it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
None of
So,
us could.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You know, this should not be here. This does not, in the natural, it doesn't work. It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Yes.
But God, right? You know,
Mhm.
with God,
Yeah.
all things are possible.
That's right. He does it all. I'm very grateful, thankful for you and to him for all of it.
Well, I guess I want to share a little bit about our ministry at Gleanings for the Hungry in a little bit more detail. We are a ministry of YWAM, Youth with a Mission. We're all volunteers here. The full-time staff, we're all full-time missionaries. None of us get paid for being here. And we raise our own support just like any other missionary, except we happen to serve in California. And what we do here with the help of volunteers, about 3,000 volunteers a year that come through here and make this all possible. We have about 1,300 volunteers that will come through in the summer. Young people from all over North America who come and help us to process this fruit and do other work projects. The rest of the year we do the soup mix, we do a trail mix, we do a variety of different things. And then we have construction projects to go on. Like right now, at the other end of the property here, we're building what we call a big 10-plex unit. It's going to house quite a few more people. It's a big facility. It's a big project for us. We just need more beds. We have so many people that want to come and people that we have to turn away because we have no place to put them. We just built a 14-space RV park, so RVers can come. There's so many more people that are traveling that way nowadays, and people who have, just want to come and a place to serve. So they bring their beds with them in a sense. So if this is a totally faith-based supported ministry. We take no government money. We have no businesses or corporations that sponsor us. It's just by God's people saying, hey, I want to give. Some people give $10 a month. We have one man who's been sending $1 a month for I don't know how many years. Just amazing. And then we have people obviously that are very generous as well. And I just think it's amazing how God keeps this place going. I think we have $1 million a year operating budget, but how it all comes in, like I told Nancy earlier, I don't know. I really don't know how it all works, but it does. That's because God's at the center of it all. And we continue to grow and just expand as God sees fit. And I'm grateful to Him for what He's doing. And the nations, not just Israel, the nations are being blessed because of the work that's going on here at Gleanings for the Hungry. We've served close to 100 different countries over the years, and now we average about 30 different countries a year, and we partner with, I think, average about 50 different mission agencies and churches and orphanages and hospitals around the world on an annual basis that we give the food to, and then they distribute it as they see fit. In the name, everything's in the name of Jesus. That's what we're about. Otherwise, we're wasting our time. So, yeah, so food we view the food as a tool to be able to reach people and show them God's love and share God's love with them. Otherwise, you know, we're not humanitarian in that sense. We're not interested in making people more comfortable on their way to hell. We want people to know about this God who loves them. And if they accept that salvation message and they ask Christ into their lives, outstanding. That's what we're here for. And if they don't, they still get some food. But you know, there's no strings attached. We just love people. So.
And Eric, if people want to donate, how can they do that?
Well, they can go to our website, www.gleanings.org, or they can contact our ministry. Phone call 559-591-5009, or you know, they can. Actually, the best way is really just to look us up online, and you know, there'll be a link there that you can donate there, or they'll give you all the contact information that you need to give us, you know, to get in touch with us.
I also want to talk about Israel Food Outreach and how God works with us. Again, we said it's amazing. We don't know how He does it, but He does. Everything is voluntary. The only costs that we incur are the actual shipping costs to Israel from here. And it runs about $6,000. Then on the other end, when it comes to Israel, we have port fees and taxes and customs, and that usually runs another $6,000. But the warehouse, the distribution, God has put it on the hearts of these people who believe in Yeshua and people who don't, and just want to be part of it and be blessed because they're being obedient to God. And so if people, you know, we're also a donation based, I guess that's what you would call it. So we accept gratefully any donations that people want to make to continue this work of God.